Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. 2 injured in 4-vehicle crash on Washington Boulevard. 2 people were taken to hospital for medical treatment after 2 separate accidents took place in close proximity to each other along Washington Boulevard on Saturday. Reports are that 4 vehicles were damaged in the collisions. An alleged eyewitness said that 2 vehicles crashed close in the intersection of Corporate Drive and Washington Boulevard at approximately 12:30, and while owners of those vehicles were assessing the damage, another motorist in an AD wagon was driving past the area and was not paying attention to the road and collided into a CRV. Police said 2 people from the last crash were taken to medical facility for treatment. Motorists at the time were advised to exercise caution when traveling along that section of the roadway following the incident. That area has been cleared. Pollution suspected in darkened span fish kill. The National Environment and Planning Agency (NEPA) has initiated an investigation into a suspected fish killed in darkened span off Port Henderson Road in Portmore, St. Catherine. Hundreds of dead fish washed up along the coastline about 10 p.m. on Thursday, according to locals and fishermen. Fisherman Nikki told reporters that the water appeared reddish-brown and that the fish were at an intermediate stage of life. He added that, despite the thick presence of layer of seaweed, he was certain that this would not be the source of their death. This particular seaweed have some seed underneath it. The fish would normally feed off it. The sagarum gnaw killed them, he said, theorizing that the water might have been contaminated with chemicals. NEPA Environmental Officer Leroy Taylor, who was collecting samples of the water and dead fish, observed elevated pollution levels of 53.83, although normal levels should be at 30. One local expressed concern that residents were out in their numbers from Thursday night into Friday morning, gathering the suspected contaminated fish for a purpose unknown to her. Youngsters were running with buckets and stuff just to get some before they actually die, as they weren't completely dead as yet, she said on Thursday night's phenomenon. The woman said that in her 17 years in which she has operated a shop on the beach, this was the first time she was witnessing such a fish kill. It's a bit alarming, she said, expressing hope that no one was planning to consume the fish or to sell them to unsuspecting customers. Olivia Anderson, manager of public education and corporate communications at NEPA, also urged persons not to consume the fish. Nikki explained that those who were gathering the fish are intending to use them as bait for the rest of the weekend. One fisherman was hurt by the sight of the dead creatures. "It pained me heart, man. Me no like see them thing there," he said, referring to the large quantity of fish believed to have been killed by pollution. The fishermen, however, said the fish kill had little impact on their business. COVID-19 cases climb in Westmoreland again. COVID-19 cases are on the rise in Westmoreland, with the positivity rate peaking above the country's national average, according to the Parish Medical Officer of Health, Dr. Marcia Graham. If you're listening to the news, you'll be hearing in the high teens, 20s, 30s. We in Westmoreland have gone up to the 50s, she said. Speaking at the regular multi-meeting at the Westmoreland Municipal Corporation on Thursday, Dr. Graham noted that the parish's positivity rate is in the 40s. According to the latest data on the Ministries of Health website, up to June 7, Jamaica had a positivity rate of 32%. COVID still a keep. Ladies and gentlemen, citizens of Westmoreland, draw for your mask. All of you need to ensure you sanitize and reduce the stress in the parish, she urged, adding that there were 123 active cases in Westmoreland up to June 8. She noted, however, that despite the spike in the number of cases, most of those infected have not had to be hospitalized. 8 persons are in hospital. Our hospital capacity is at a 44%, Dr. Graham said. However, she is urging residents not to allow that bit of good news to give them a false sense of security, as just last month there were COVID-19 related deaths among the parish vulnerable. She appealed to the members of the municipal corporation to advise unvaccinated people, especially those who are vulnerable, to visit health centers and get the jab. She noted that while Fontana Pharmacy as Beckford Plaza had halted its vaccination program. People wishing to be inoculated may visit Royal Medical Center. Westmoreland has seen spikes in its numbers of COVID-19 in the past, most thought to be linked to large gatherings or events. Independence Village to be the highlight of activities to mark Jamaica 60 says Grange. The Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport, Olivia Grange, says the establishment of Jamaica 60 Independence Village at the National Indoor Sports Centre will be the highlight of celebratory activities to mark the country's Diamond Jubilee. Grange said that Jamaica 60 Independence Village will host a week of activities beginning on July 30 and culminating on Independence Day, August 6, with the Grand Gala inside the National Stadium. She was speaking earlier this week during her contribution to the sectoral debate in the House of Representatives. The Jamaica 60 Grand Gala will indeed be a grand affair. It will be a cultural celebration befitting this moment in our history. We will reach out to communities across Kingston and St. Andrew and St. Catherine to recruit performers for this exciting showcase, which will also feature cultural communities representing the diversity of our Out of Many One People motto, said Grange. She said other parishes will have their own activities, as all of the Jamaica will be reignited with patriotism. The minister disclosed that the Grand Gala will be linked via video technology to watch parties taking place simultaneously across the Jamaican diaspora, allowing Jamaicans overseas to interact with their fellow Jamaicans inside the National Stadium and vice versa. The Jamaica 60 Independence Village will feature daily activities and night entertainment, including the Miss Jamaica Festival Queen Coronation, Mellow-Go-Round, a film night, a Jamaican Music Through the Years night, among other activities. Grange also disclosed that for Emancipation and Independence, Jamaica will welcome special guests from two of the leading African nations. The Emancipation Day holiday will be observed on August 1, will see the return of the Float and Street Parade. It will feature spectacular floats, eye-popping costumes group, and a range of exciting performing elements. We will welcome the return of masquerade bands, Jankono, and Iflagers in honor of our national heroes and cultural icons, said the Culture Minister. She is encouraging Jamaicans to join the Spirit of Independence campaign by decorating their spaces, businesses, government offices, town centers, churches, community centers, and other public spaces in the national colors. Wear the black, green, and gold with pride. Wear it bold. Show your creativity as we celebrate the greatest little island in the world, the minister said. Other major Jamaica 60 celebratory activities that will take place this year include Independence Interfaith Service on July 31st, banquet hosted by Prime Minister Andrew Holness and Mrs. Holness, honoring 60 outstanding women on September 25th, which marks the 27th anniversary of the landmark Belgian Declaration on Women's Rights. Banquet hosted by the Prime Minister and Mrs. Holness, honoring 60 outstanding men, to take place on International Men's Day on November 19. The Kingston Biennial Exhibition at the National Gallery of Jamaica from June 26 to July 31st. The Jamaica Defence Force 68th Parade on June 29. Additionally, healthcare workers will be recognized through two main activities. The first is the Prime Minister's Medal of Appreciation event to take place in September. The Prime Minister's Medal of Appreciation will be presented to nominated healthcare workers in each region. The second event will see the St. Mary Seacold Medal being presented to each healthcare worker in appreciation for all they continue to do to take care of the nation, Green stated. 285 new COVID-19 cases in Jamaica, 2 deaths reported. The Ministry of Health and Wellness reported 285 new COVID-19 cases and 2 deaths on Friday, June 10, bringing the infection total to 140,203 and deaths to 3,082. The new cases comprise 161 females and 124 males, with ages ranging from 2 days to 92 years. The cases were recorded in Kingston and St. Andrew 80, St. Catherine 54, St. Anne 34, St. James 29, St. Elizabeth 19, Clarendon 17, Manchester 14, St. Thomas 13, Portland 9, Hanover 7, Westmoreland 6, and Trelawney 3. The deceased include a 95-year-old female from St. Catherine who died in May 2021 and a 72-year-old male from St. Anne who died in April 2022. There were 191 recoveries in the last 24 hours, bringing the total to 88,616. Currently, 138 people are hospitalized, 36 of whom are moderately ill, 10 severely ill, and 3 critically ill. Jamaica's positivity rate for the latest round of testing is 29.6%. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.